Creating your own cannabis super soil is a game changer. Not only does it save you money in the long run, but it also puts you in control of what goes into your plants. This post is all about getting your hands dirty, literally. We're going to walk through the process of selecting the right ingredients, mixing them to perfection, and preparing your soil so it's ready to produce the healthiest, most potent cannabis plants possible. 1. Choosing the right base soil. Before you can start mixing up a batch of super soil, you need to choose the right base. The base soil is the foundation upon which you'll build your super soil, so it's important to get it right. Characteristics of a good base soil. Your base soil should be light and fluffy, with good drainage and aeration. It should have some organic matter but not too much. This will come later when you add your amendments. Look for a soil with a balanced texture, where you can feel a mix of sand, silt, and clay. Commercial versus DIY base soil. You can buy a good quality base soil from a garden center, but if you want to go the extra mile, you can make your own. Start with equal parts of sand, silt, and clay, and mix in some organic matter like peat moss or coco coir for added water retention and aeration. 2. Mixing the ingredients. Now that you've got your base soil, it's time to start mixing in the good stuff. This is where your super soil starts to take shape. Step-by-step guide to mixing. 1. Lay out your ingredients. Start by laying out your base soil and all your amendments: compost, earthworm castings, bat guano, bone meal, blood meal, and rock dust. 2. Start with the base soil. Spread your base soil out on a large tarp or in a wheelbarrow. 2. This will make it easier to mix everything together evenly. 3. Add compost and earthworm castings. Mix in the compost and earthworm castings first. 3. These should make up about 30–40% of your final soil mix. 3. They're full of nutrients and beneficial microbes that will kickstart the life in your soil. 4. Add nutrient amendments. Next, add the bone meal, blood meal, and bat guano. 4. These ingredients are rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, key nutrients for cannabis growth. 5. Add rock dust. Finally, add the rock dust. 5. This will supply your soil with essential trace minerals that might be missing from the other ingredients. 6. Mix thoroughly. Use a shovel or your hands to mix everything together thoroughly. 6. You want a consistent mix where all the ingredients are evenly distributed throughout the soil. Ratio recommendations. 1. Base soil, 50%. 2. Compost, 20–30%. 3. Earthworm castings, 10–15%. 4. Bone meal, blood meal, bat guano, 5–10% each. 5. Rock dust, 5% tools and equipment. You don't need much to mix your super soil, just a large tarp or wheelbarrow, a shovel, and some elbow grease. If you're making a large batch, a cement mixer can save you a lot of time and effort. 3. Composting and aging the soil. Now that your soil is mixed, it's important to let it compost and age before you use it. This process allows the organic material to break down, releasing nutrients and fostering beneficial microbial activity. Why composting is important? Composting isn't just about breaking down organic matter, it's about allowing the microbial life in your soil to flourish. During this time, bacteria and fungi will break down the organic amendments, making the nutrients more readily available to your plants. Techniques for properly aging the soil. 1. Temperature. Keep an eye on the temperature of your composting soil. 1. It should heat up as the microbes start to break down the organic material, then cool down as the process completes. 1. Turning the soil every couple of weeks will help ensure even decomposition. 2. Moisture. Keep the soil moist but not soggy. 2. You want it to feel like a wrung-out sponge. 2. Too much water will drown the microbes, while too little will slow down the composting process. 3. Time. Let the soil compost for at least 4–8 weeks before using it. 3. The longer you let it sit, the better it will be. Signs that your soil is ready. Your soil is ready to use when it has a rich, earthy smell and a dark, crumbly texture. If it's still heating up, it needs more time. 4. Enhancing soil with microbial inoculants. To really supercharge your super soil, consider adding microbial inoculants. These are concentrated doses of beneficial bacteria and fungi that will help establish a thriving microbial community in your soil. The role of beneficial microbes. Beneficial microbes like mycorrhizal fungi, nitrogen-fixing bacteria, and decomposers play critical roles in breaking down organic matter, making nutrients available to your plants, and protecting them from disease. How to introduce microbes. 1. Mycorrhizal fungi. These fungi form symbiotic relationships with plant roots, extending their reach and improving nutrient uptake. 1. You can buy mycorrhizal inoculants and mix them into your soil before planting. 2. Compost tea. Brewing and applying compost tea is another great way to introduce a diverse range of beneficial microbes into your soil. 2. Just soak some compost in water, aerate it for 24-48 hours, and then drench your soil with it. 3. Bacterial inoculants. You can buy bacterial inoculants that are designed to boost specific types of bacteria in your soil. 3. These are especially useful if you're looking to improve nitrogen fixation or disease resistance. Maintaining microbial health. To keep your soil's microbial population healthy, avoid overwatering and make sure your soil has plenty of organic matter to feed on. Regularly adding compost or compost tea will also help keep the microbial life thriving. 5. Troubleshooting common issues. Even the best laid plans can go awry, so it's important to know how to troubleshoot common issues that might arise during the soil making process. Common mistakes in soil preparation. 1. Too much or too little of one ingredient. Balance is key. 1. If your soil is too heavy on one amendment, it could throw off the nutrient balance or pH. Always follow recommended ratios and mix thoroughly. 2. Poor aeration. If your soil is too compacted, your plant's roots won't get the oxygen they need. 2. Make sure your soil is light and fluffy, with good drainage. 3. Skipping the composting phase. Don't rush the process. 3. Soil that hasn't been properly composted can burn your plants or lead to nutrient lockout. Recognizing and addressing nutrient deficiencies. 1. Nitrogen deficiency. Yellowing leaves starting from the bottom up. 1. Address this by adding more nitrogen-rich amendments like blood meal or by applying a compost tea. 2. Phosphorus deficiency. Purpling of stems and leaves. 2. Add bone meal or a phosphorus-rich fertilizer. 3. Potassium deficiency. Browning or yellowing leaf edges. 3. Rock dust or a potassium supplement can help correct this. Adjusting your soil mix for specific strains or growing environments. Different cannabis strains have different nutrient needs. Indicas might prefer a soil that's slightly higher in organic matter, while sativas might need more drainage. Adjust your soil mix based on the specific needs of the strains you're growing. Conclusion: crafting your own cannabis super soil is a rewarding process that puts you in control of your grow. By carefully selecting and mixing the right ingredients, composting and aging the soil, and enhancing it with beneficial microbes, you're creating a living ecosystem that will support healthy, vigorous plants. With the right care and attention, your super soil will serve you well for many grows to come. Up next, we'll talk about how to get the most out of your super soil, from planting to harvest.